Tyla has made South Africans very proud. Tyla has gone to represent South Africa on a global stage. She's also putting people onto Bacardi and what Bacardi is in South Africa. And she's also doing it all for the colored girlies. She's repping the colored community. And she's going to win awards like the BETs. She's going to the Met Gala. She's making South Africa extremely proud. One thing that I can say about Tyla is that her team never prepares her sufficiently for interviews. And I say this in not a negative light or connotation. I just say it in the sense that Tyla is obviously an artist. She needs prep for interviews, for receiving awards, for everything. She needs prep to know how to answer a question sufficiently enough that she's still politically correct, but she's still herself. Now, I do think that Tyla's team focuses more on Tyla being politically correct than they do focus on Tyla just being Tyla. Tyla is never sufficiently prepared for any interview that she takes. And it's not her fault. It's her team's fault. Tyla's team is responsible for making sure that they prep Tyla on the questions that are going to be asked, the answers. It's CPF, babe. Cram past forget. What she needs to answer. In every single interview, they're going to obviously ask the same questions. There's not much to ask. The first interview where I realized that her team does not prepare her for interviews was her first interview where they asked her what Bacardi is. And girl did not know how to answer the question. She said Bacardi is a dance in South Africa. And a lot of people from Pretoria were like, girl, Bacardi is not a dance. Bacardi is a culture. Like, Bacardi is a genre. It's a lifestyle. It's not just a dance. And obviously, she was not prepared to answer that question. I don't even think she thought or her team thought that question was going to be asked. But how did you not think that? Because you're doing a dance and everybody's calling it twerking, and South Africa is insisting that no, that's Bacardi. Obviously, people are going to ask you, okay, what is Bacardi? What is Bacardi? Because they want to educate themselves. The other interview was the one with Charlemagne the God, right? And on the Breakfast Club, They sent out, according to Charlemagne, they sent out a list to Charlemagne's team that this is the list of questions that you're not going to ask Tyla. Charlemagne sent the list back and said, no, I'm going to ask those questions. And it's up to you guys whether you prep your person or not, or you pull her from the interview. But the questions are going to be asked regardless. And what happened? The questions were asked. And what happened after that? Tyla looked at her publicist. Her publicist looked at Tyla. Her publicist said, Charlemagne, shut it down. My question is, why did they send Tyla into that interview? Because they wanted to be so politically correct. Why did they send her into that interview knowing that Charlemagne, notorious for making his guests feel uncomfortable and asking very uncomfortable questions, is going to ask these questions? Why would they send her there with the blueprint of what she posted on her Instagram, saying that a little bit of colored, a little bit of black, a little bit of Mauritian and wada. That is the blueprint that she was supposed to take into that interview. CPF the shit out of that thing and say it. Every single interview they ask you about being colored, you just say, I'm a little bit, but in the end of the day, I'm a colored woman and I'm also a black woman. That's what she was supposed to say. Because to us, she's colored, but to them, she's being sold as a black woman. Now, we know she's not a black woman to us, right? She's a colored girly. But to them, in there, she's no longer being marketed to South Africans. She's done here. She's gone. She is there and they are marketing her to the black people, and the black people are saying that we're gonna call her black. Now, it's not up to us to tell her that, no, Tyla, why are you letting them call you black? That's her prerogative with her team. But they must prepare her for the questions that are going to be asked. Because even at the BET Awards, Tyla did not have a speech prepared. And everybody knew that Tyla was going to win that award. Everybody knew that Tyla was going to win that award, let alone winning 2 awards. Everybody knew. Why did they not prepare a speech for her? You know, it's small things like that I feel like you obviously doing a good job by pushing her to all of these, news outlets and all these Met Galas, but prepare her. I think she just needs prep, because she was not ready to just boom like the way she did. Do you understand? So prepare her.